Hello BTS lovers! What could transform a fleeting moment between a soldier and a child into a global phenomenon, stirring the hearts of millions with a single soulful gaze? On March 21, 2025 at approximately 10:30 Korea Standard Time, Kim Taehyung, known worldwide as V of BTS, shared an unforgettable interaction with a young girl in a park near Chuncheon, Gangwon Province, while on duty with the Special Duty Team (SDT) of South Korea's 2nd Army Corps. The girl, dressed in a white outfit with red stripes and a red-to-pink skirt, ran toward Taehyung and hugged his legs, a moment that has since captivated the internet. But it was Taehyung's response, his tender, heartfelt gaze as he knelt to meet her eyes, that has left ARMY, BTS's global fanbase, in tears, describing the exchange as heart-melting and profoundly moving. Military sources and eyewitnesses confirm the authenticity of the encounter, while Taehyung's reaction has sparked widespread admiration for its sincerity. Taehyung, 29, enlisted on December 11, 2023, and has risen to the rank of sergeant, with his discharge scheduled for June 10, 2025, now just 85 days away as of March 22. The incident occurred during a community engagement patrol in Chuncheon, near the Sanjeong unit, where Taehyung's unit was stationed. Clad in his SDT camouflage uniform, Taehyung's interaction with the child, a spontaneous hug followed by a moment of eye contact that seemed to speak volumes, has been captured in photographs and videos, spreading rapidly across social media. The 2nd Corps and HYB have issued statements affirming Taehyung's professionalism, while fans and analysts alike dissect the emotional weight of his gaze, seeing it as a reflection of his compassion and humanity. This article delivers an authoritative and exhaustive report, grounded in official statements, first-hand accounts, and meticulous analysis, ensuring readers receive a credible and compelling account of a moment that reinforces Taehyung's universal appeal without compromising his honor. The interaction unfolded on March 21, 2025, in a small public park near the Sanjeong unit in Chuncheon, a city nestled in Gangwon Province's mountainous terrain. According to a military source speaking anonymously due to protocol, Taehyung was part of an SDT detachment conducting a routine community engagement patrol, a task designed to foster goodwill with locals. At around 10:30 Korea Standard Time, Sergeant Kim Taehyung was patrolling the park with his unit, ensuring security while interacting with residents, the source stated. He was in full SDT camouflage, standard for such duties, when a young girl approached him unexpectedly. The girl, estimated to be around 5 years old, was described by eyewitnesses as wearing a white dress with red stripes and a short skirt transitioning from red to a soft pink hue, her outfit bright against the park's green backdrop. She ran toward Taehyung with no hesitation, her little arms outstretched, reported a local resident, who was jogging nearby at the time. She hugged his legs tightly, like she knew exactly who he was, even in his uniform. It was a split-second moment, but it stopped everyone around her in their tracks. The resident noted that Taehyung appeared briefly taken aback, his posture stiffening as he looked down at the child clinging to him, her face pressed against his camouflage pants. What followed, however, elevated the moment beyond a simple hug. Taehyung didn't just stand there, he reacted with such care, a second eyewitness, a mother at the park with her own children, recounted. He bent down to her level, kneeling on one knee, and looked right into her eyes. That gaze, it was so gentle, so full of warmth. It wasn't just a soldier acknowledging a child. It was like he was seeing her, really seeing her, with this deep, almost protective affection. Photographs and videos of the moment, which surfaced on social media within hours, captured Taehyung's expression. His eyes softened, a faint smile tugging at his lips, as he held the girl's gaze for a few seconds before gently patting her head and adjusting her skewed hairband. A third eyewitness, a street vendor selling snacks nearby, added, "You could tell he was moved. His eyes, they had this depth, like he was feeling a mix of nostalgia and tenderness. He spoke to her softly, though I couldn't hear what he said, and the way she looked back at him, giggling. It was like they shared a little secret in that moment." The vendor noted that Taehyung remained crouched for about 30 seconds, ensuring the child felt acknowledged, before standing up, giving her a small wave, and rejoining his unit to continue the patrol. "He was professional the whole time," the vendor emphasized. "But that look in his eyes, it's what made the moment so special." The 2nd Corps Command issued a statement at 12 o'clock Korea Standard Time on March 21, confirming the interaction. On March 21, 2025, Sergeant Kim Taehyung engaged with a civilian child during a community patrol in Chuncheon. The statement read, "The interaction was brief, conducted with professionalism, and aligned with the unit's community engagement objectives. We commend Sergeant Kim's dedication." The military's acknowledgement underscores Taehyung's adherence to protocol, framing the emotional exchange as a natural part of his duties rather than a deviation. Taehyung's gaze during the interaction has become the focal point of global attention, with fans and observers dissecting its emotional depth. "It wasn't just a look, it was a connection," a fan who analyzed the viral footage commented on Weverse. Taehyung's eyes have always been expressive, but the way he looked at that little girl, it was like he was pouring all his kindness into that moment. "It's no wonder we're all crying." Photographs circulating online capture the intensity of his expression. His eyes, framed by the shadow of his cap, shimmer with a softness that contrasts sharply with his military attire, his gaze steady and warm as he focuses entirely on the child. A child psychology expert, speaking anonymously due to the public nature of the event, offered insight into the significance of Taehyung's eye contact. "When an adult kneels to a child's level and maintains eye contact, it signals safety and validation," the expert explained. "For a child, that kind of attention can be incredibly affirming. It says, 'I see you and you matter.'" Taehyung's gaze likely made the girl feel special, which is why she responded with such joy. The expert noted that Taehyung's actions, crouching, maintaining eye contact, and offering a gentle touch, aligned with best practices for interacting with children, reflecting an instinctive understanding of how to connect on their level. Military protocol typically limits personal interactions during duty, but insiders emphasize that Taehyung's response was both appropriate and reflective of the SDT's mission. The SDT's community patrols are designed to build trust with locals, especially in strategic areas like Chuncheon, a military official stated. Sergeant Kim's interaction was brief and ensured the child's safety. He checked for her guardian before engaging, kept the exchange short, and resumed his duties promptly. The official added that Taehyung's unit completed their patrol without incident, highlighting his ability to balance professionalism with compassion. Taehyung's military service has been under scrutiny since his enlistment on December 11, 2023, alongside RM, marking a pivotal chapter for BTS as all members fulfill their mandatory duties. After completing basic training at the Nonsen Army Training Center, where he graduated with honors on January 16, 2024, Taehyung joined the SDT at the Sanjeong unit on February 8, 2024. The SDT, a specialized military police unit, focuses on counterterrorism, special operations, and endurance drills, roles that have tested Taehyung's physical and mental resilience. His promotion to sergeant announced on February 23, 2025 via Instagram, where he shared 12 photos that garnered over 14 million likes, making him the first Asian act to achieve such a feat in 2025, reflects his exemplary performance. The Sanjeong unit, located near the military demarcation line, is a strategic outpost critical to South Korea's northern defense, its isolation amplifying the significance of community interactions. Taehyung's presence in Chuncheon has already made an impact, with his February 23 Instagram post from the Pungmo market prompting the city to invest 1 billion KRW in its development, highlighting his influence even during service. The March 21 patrol was part of a broader initiative to maintain public relations, a role the SDT often undertakes to foster goodwill in the region. These patrols aren't just about security, they're about showing the human side of the military, a military official explained. Taehyung's interaction with the child perfectly embodied that goal. Details about the young girl remain limited, with military and local sources withholding her identity to protect her privacy. Eyewitnesses describe her as approximately 5 years old, with short hair adorned with a small clip, her white dress with red stripes and red to pink skirt suggesting a playful casual outfit. She was with a woman, likely her mother, standing a few meters away, the mother at the park reported. The woman didn't rush over. She seemed to recognize Taehyung and let the moment unfold, smiling as she watched her daughter. The mother speculated that the girl might be a fan, noting, "She probably knows Taehyung from BTS's music or videos." Kids have a way of recognizing people they admire, even in uniform. The girl's reaction to Taehyung's gaze was one of unbridled joy, according to witnesses. After Taehyung looked at her and spoke, she giggled and clapped her hands. the street vendor recounted. She was so happy it was like she'd met her hero. Even after he stood up and waved goodbye, she kept looking back at him, waving until he was out of sight. The child's joy has resonated with fans, who see her as a symbol of the innocence Taehyung often inspires, a connection rooted in his history of warm interactions with young fans at BTS events. HWEB issued a statement at 1400 hours Korea Standard Time on March 21st, addressing the viral moment. We are aware of the interaction involving Kim Taehyung during his duties on March 21, 2025, the statement read. This moment reflects his genuine warmth and the deep connection he maintains with the public, even while serving. Taehyung continues to fulfill his responsibilities with honor, and we appreciate the support from fans. The agency's response aligns with its practice of highlighting BTS's humanizing moments during enlistment, framing Taehyung's emotional gaze as a positive reflection of his character. BY 1500 hours Korea Standard Time on March 21st, ARMY's reactions flooded social media. Taehyung's eyes when he looked at that little girl, I'm sobbing. One fan posted on Instagram, sharing a zoomed-in screenshot of his expression. The way he sees her with so much love, it's why we adore him. Another wrote on Weverse. A third fan on X shared, that gaze is everything. Taehyung in his SE uniform so serious, and then melting for this child. It's breaking my heart in the best way. The emotional outpouring reflects ARMY's deep connection with Taehyung, with fans celebrating his compassion as a testament to his authenticity, further solidifying their loyalty as his discharge approaches. With 85 days until his discharge, this moment underscores Taehyung's enduring appeal. A soldier, a superstar, and a compassionate human whose gaze can convey a depth of emotion that transcends words. The image of him kneeling before the young girl, his eyes reflecting kindness amid his military duty, has become a powerful symbol of BTS's humanity, captivating the world with its sincerity.